You are listening to the Intuitive Healing Connection. Hi, my name is Gina Stroll, and I am your host. I am best known as the down-to-earth intuitive healer that doesn't sugarcoat the truth. I walk my clients through the healing process and help them heal from their past so that they can find peace and joy again. If you are interested in healing your past, tapping into your spiritual side to receive your own answers, finding your own clarity, and discovering your own wisdom, then you are in the right place. I am here to lead the way and help you discover your intuitive connection. I am so excited that you're here, and we get to talk about some amazing things today. Today I want to talk to you about changing your words so that you can see life in a different view. So many times I hear people say, well, why would that happen for me? Or we're just lucky enough that those bad things would all happen. And I hear our words dictating our lives and how things work out for us in our lives. Our words matter. And if you're saying some of those things, it's because you deep down on some level believe that you're just not lucky enough to receive the good things in life. As we want to start creating a life of abundance for ourselves, we have got to start watching the words that we say and really tapping into why wouldn't we receive all these amazing things? Why can't we? Why wouldn't it be this way for us? Instead of tapping into this, well, how lucky are we? Sarcastically, we never get any of the good stuff. Even saying, watching the words that we say about ourselves and the things that we tell ourselves. Beating ourselves up does not get us anywhere. Really bringing in these words of compassion and love and joy, helping us along our spiritual journey. It helps us to heal. It helps us to learn to have compassion again for ourselves and to really change the way we see the world. Because when we change our image of ourselves and what we say to ourselves, it changes the way that we view this world on the outside. When we see ourselves as love, see ourselves as miracles, when we start seeing ourselves and saying those words out loud to other people, you know what? No, I am an amazing person. I show up. I have value here. I show up in the world. I do the very best that I can do. And I am worth the breath and the space that I take up here because I am that glorious love and light. And each one of you are that glorious love and light. But it's learning to see yourself in that light and learning to see the amazing things that are all around you. I have a lot of people tell me, you know what, I just see this world and I just see all of the violence and all of the bad things going on. And I said, well, you're looking in the wrong place then, because that's not the world that I see. Because I choose to see things differently. I choose to see this world as a loving, kind place. Are there things that happen here that are not loving and kind? Absolutely. But I choose not to make that my focus. And I choose to see things through the glorious spiritual eyes of our source, of our creator. And when we do that, it changes our world. When we do that, it changes our lives. And you can do the same thing. It's starting to tapping into that vibration of choosing to see the good. Choose when you look outside, find the beauty. What is beautiful to you? I've been recording today and I'm looking outside and I have doves that are flying up right here in front of my window. You know, I see the trees, everything's blooming out. You know, it's summertime here. It's beautiful out there. And I can choose to see that, or I can choose to see beyond that, which I live in the desert and I can see the dry sagebrush that's out beyond that. I choose not to see that. I choose to find the glorious things, the amazing things, and I choose to talk about those things. Those are the things that are in my vocabulary. I choose to see myself as this beautiful being here to having a glorious experience and not choose to talk about all the things that I don't want in my life, but I choose to talk about the things that I want to. And you can do the same. This is a practice, just like with everything else that I talk about. This is a practice for you in choosing to see the good. I know I'm having sometimes spirit gives me downloads of things that have happened to me in the past. And I remember a few years ago, my husband and I built our cabin together. It's our second home. And we built this cabin and it wasn't easy. As you can imagine, my husband was working full time, plus we built this cabin by ourselves. So you got men, women, and children building this cabin because that's how we could afford to do that. And my husband loves to do that kind of work. I wouldn't say he loves it. He enjoys the planning and bringing about these big projects. So anyway, and I remember I was kind of frustrated with him because things weren't getting done at my house, and I needed him to do some things here in the house that we live in every day, and he was spending lots of time up there. And I remember him telling me, I remember him kind of getting mad at him because he wasn't doing those things for me. And he said, why would I do that? You'd never be happy anyway. All you see are all the negative things. And he was right. And that really was a changing moment for me in my life because I realized for one, I had hurt him in ways that I never intended to. And I also realized that he was right because I was seeing everything that was wrong. I was finding everything that I felt was wrong and not seeing the goodness in my life and not seeing the goodness of the things that were going on around me. And so from that moment forward, I promised myself that I would find the good. And it's very interesting because we had an experience not too many weeks after that of the sheetrocker that we hired. We did hire a few things out, and sheetrock was one of them. He did a really crappy job. I won't lie. It was not okay. I remember my husband saying, well, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have, paid him and been done with it. And I said, you know what? I looked at him and I said, you know what? It'll be okay because we'll make it ours. And this cabin is imperfectly perfect, just like we are. And we did. He spent the next couple of weeks fixing the sheetrock because he can do it. He just chose not to. And so he fixed it. We just say that about the cabin now. It's imperfectly perfect, just like we are. The cabin taught me a huge lesson about things don't have to be perfect. And I can choose to see all the places in the sheetrock that are nasty and that you can still see the lines, or I can choose to see the good. And I choose to see the good, and so can you. So find those things in your life. Change the wording in your life. Change it from, oh my gosh, what a shitty job, to look how beautiful, look at all of the other things that we have created. Look what we're doing here. Look how lucky are we? That's one of my favorite sayings. How lucky are we? We just got upgraded for travel. How lucky are we? And really change what you're saying. Change what you're putting out into the world. Change that vibration and see if your life doesn't change. I promise you will start to notice different things. You will start to see this world in a different light when you choose to see the positive. So I hope this has helped you. If you know someone who would enjoy listening to this or who needs this in their life, please share it with them. Please tag them. Tag me if you have comments. I'd love to hear from you. And mostly, thank you for being here in my life. Thank you for being part of my world. And, I know that my calling in this world is to help inspire others. And I hope that I've done that for you today. So much love, so much gratitude. Thank you so much for being one of the glorious, most amazing parts of my life. I love that you're all here. Thank you for listening. Have a fabulous day. I sincerely hope you enjoyed today's episode. I love connecting with my people. So if you would like to get in touch with me, you can email me at ginastroll@ginastroll.com. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram and on YouTube as Gina Stroll Intuitive Healing. And of course, if you have any interest in anything that we talked about today, all of my stuff is available on my website at ginastroll.com. And again, thank you for joining me, and I can't wait for us to connect up again. Have a great day.